Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd playing as Taungu, and we are working on the First Toungoo Empire achievement, and things are looking pretty good for us. Relatively speaking, we got 5 years in which to humiliate, not literally humiliate, but figuratively humiliate Ming. And let's just spend all this cash down getting another 6 units of mercs. That way we have basically a trip advantage. That's all the mercs we can get. Ooh, they're sitting these guys down. But they're not moving through. Okay, let's breach the walls. And get everyone over here. Might have to cancel some mercs, sadly. Yeah, we're gonna have to cancel these mercs. These guys gonna get out of there? Well, we can't do anything about it if they don't. They do have a lot of troops over here, so they could bring them together and potentially eject us from the fort. But if we can capture it, that would be nice. Okay, could we take out another basing of currency? Not yet. Yeah, they're considering attacking us. And we're not going to get our bonus, so let's shift consolidate down. Oh, come on, good rolls. Good. So those casualty figures were a lot more even. And we can get some more mercs now that we had to... If mercs are reduced to 0 men and they suffer any damage or attrition, they will disappear. So, when we shift consolidated down, a month later, we did lose a bunch of units, but that's fine. They were empty units. Let's see, what's your enthusiasm? 4. I mean, we might be able to force it on them right now. But once they drop to 0 enthusiasm, like we capture this fort, then we'll certainly have it. No longer getting free war taxes because of our corruption. Come on. Surrender. It's probably the last straw for them. Okay. Keep an eye on everything, make sure nothing's broken. Hey, come on, 1 more month. Had a disease outbreak. Ming is offering us peace with 1 more enthusiasm. And we took that fort. So now they are low. They would agree to our demands. Holy hell. Okay. So, we want to make absolutely certain that we do not screw up on this peace deal. So what we need are these 3 plus that. They do these 5. We don't need these ones. Don't need those ones, but we need these 3, those 2, those 4, that one, that one. I mean, that looks like it's enough. Do we have it? Do we have it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Sorry, I'm just going to go back and forth here. So we don't need those 3. I watched Marco Antonio do this, and he didn't take this province in the north, and had to redo off of a save. So I'm just making sure that I don't cause that same problem. Okay, and then we could take some money from them. which we don't really need, but it's adding insult to injury. And we are sending. Okay, so we do have 3 out of 3. Let's wait for the achievement to trigger. There it is. Achievement unlocked. The First Toungoo Empire. Soak in the glory. That is the last of the Mandate of Heaven achievements that we needed to accomplish, and we had 5 years to go. Bam! Protect our brethren in Lijiang. Of course, our country would die after this because of all the... Well, I mean, we might be able to pay off this debt and bring down our corruption eventually. But let's take a look at our time. We're at 6 minutes, so this is a very short video. So what we really ought to do is do a timeline. So let's do it on medium speed. Pushed west. We did that without Relentless Drill. So I guess I was overstating how essential it is, but still. And once we've gone through this timeline, I'll reflect a little bit on what I think are the important lessons I've learned on this run, and the 6 that preceded it that were failures. Man, this achievement is ridiculous. I hope you guys appreciate how ridiculous it is and what we accomplished. And let's just do that in super fast speed. Just be like... Whoa, that one... Hold on, no. It hadn't reset yet. Okay, it's in super fast speed. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Oh. And yes, I'm tooting my own horn a little bit here, but come on, this is one of the tougher achievements in the game, so... We get to revel in the glory a little bit. Okay, so what do I think is really important lessons you guys need to take to heart about this run? First of all, make your leader a general right away. Try to get him out there, because he's 110, and you may even want to restart if he's got a bad ruler trait. The second lesson, I think, is that Diplotech is not valuable to you. The points are valuable for forcing your institution of the Renaissance and developing for gold here, plus getting accepted cultures. I think having Tibetan as an accepted culture is really helpful. So save up for one of the things. Get your stability up to +1 early. That way you enjoy the benefits of it, like reduced corruption, increased taxes and trade, lowered revolt risk, all that sort of stuff. But you also get to pass the decisions. Then humiliate somebody right away. Humiliate one of your rivals right away. Because you want to get this producing splendor for you, and then force an institution and get it spread. And you want to embrace it and get this objective for embracing Renaissance before you go north of Taungu. This stuff you might even want to wait on, because you saw how many points I had to dump into developing that. But then again, you don't want it to fall to Bengal. So you might want to maybe create a vassal over here and feed it this garbage stuff. That might be one way of getting around it. I would say if you have a vassal like this, make them a march. If it's something that's non-essential, make them a march before you go to war with Ming. Then shift your capital over to Highlands. So the best Highland provinces are right here and right there. The easiest to capture, I should say. And this one has the advantage that it's in tropical wood, so if you want to put a fort on it, it's going to be cheaper there. So that's a concern. This one, just Gives you local development costs, so that could be nice, but if you're getting it late and you don't care about the development, then this one might be better. The reason why we want Highlands, of course, is that we want that adaptive combat terrain bonus, so +1 combat bonus, and we really benefited from that here and there. I mean, that first battle, we almost won, and it showed how much better our troops were going to be in these conditions. Build up spy power against Ming when you're going to attack, and do it in general when you're sieging down, because it will lower the fort defense. You can see it when you look at the fort defense. Well, it only shows us when we're at war with somebody or sieging it down. Yes, so then try to save up points to get Admin Tech 5 and Military Tech 7 or 8. It's really useful. To get, you want the first 2 ideas of defensive, and you want that as early as possible after you've gone to your Golden Age, so that you could potentially get the Relentless Drill event. And I would say another useful reminder is that in Tibet, you're going to want to throw stuff into the clergy early on, convert it, and then give it to the nobility. That way, when it's high autonomy, you're still getting the force limit and the manpower out of it. What else? Down here in your heartland, try to keep autonomy low. And try to avoid taking out much debt until the end. And then, once you've got your things in place, you could just debase currency and try to ward off bankruptcy for as long as possible. Though, when you do that, if you're going over your force limit, make sure your nobility is at 60 or higher loyalty. And the higher their influence, so if you can get to 75 or better, the more of these bonuses you're going to get. So I could have granted a generalship if I really need to, or recruited a minister. Because the higher their influence, the more bonus you get for them being loyal, the more penalty you get for them being disloyal. And I think that's really covers it. I don't think that there's any other pointers really need to give. So, good hunting. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did like the video, please consider giving a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, leaving congratulatory or helpful comments, asking questions, sharing the video with other people who might be trying to get it, try to get this achievement, or looking to strategies on how to maximize efficiency, because this really is a run at, it's a time thing. You have to play it really efficient, and you need to manage your troops and your economy and everything really well. And of course, I do have a Patreon, so you could always support me on Patreon, give me a congratulatory $1 or something, but I'm not doing this for the money, so if you can't do that, then that's fine. Or you could send me $1 through Steam or something, 50 cents, whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys again soon for another achievement run. This time the next one will be part of Third Rome. So make your requests for what you want to see there.